Welcome to the adventure. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Turn that up just a hair. Hope everybody's doing well. Turn this light down here. Trying to figure out what's going on with the microphone here. Apparently, I found out that YouTube sets a control thing on your mic. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes it'll scale up. That's why I got my earphones on today, because I don't want it to auto gain like crazy on you guys and get real loud and then real quiet. All right, I think we're as good as we're going to get. Okay. Got a lot of cool stuff to talk about tonight. Everybody's seen Loki. Probably talk about that later on. Full-Time Dream, hello. How are you, buddy? Full-Time Dream's got a pretty cool YouTube channel. Check him out. Hey, Holly. I'm going to Tennessee next weekend. I can't wait. I can't wait for you. I hope you have a blast. Should be a lot of fun. Full-Time Dream says he's doing great. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that video you did with the guy and his wife, I guess, in their trailer there. Furman says, about time you got an external mic for your camera. Well, up until this time, I never really needed one. And Mr. Furman has now become one of our moderators. So give a big shout out to him. He's going to make sure that we don't have any riffraff going on in here. There was some going on last week. I didn't really let it out here. I didn't tell everybody. I kind of took care of it myself. But the more of these live shows that we start doing, it does kind of get a little crazy for me to do by myself sometimes. So I figured it was time to start taking on some moderation. Hey, Violet, how are you? Full-Time Dream says hello to Dave. Hey, Barry, how are you, man? Oh, I know you watched Loki. We'll talk about that here a little later. Got some fun. All right. So when you heading out to Disney World, Dave, tomorrow? I know you said you guys are flying. Yeah, the ending to Loki was absolutely amazing. It was nice to actually see sort of the direction that they're taking the Marvel universe here. Hey, Children's Adventures. Rob and Chelsea, they got a great channel too. Check them out. Hey, Kathy. Furman says Sunday morning our flight leaves at 6:50 a.m. All right. That's awesome. Full-Time Dream saying hello to everybody. We'll wait for everybody to get in here before we really dig deep. I'll tell you what, it seems like nothing seems to work today. We've had some crazy storms here in Cincinnati. It's supposed to storm again here later. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt the live stream. If it does, don't worry. I will have it back up in no time. Hello, Nancy. Hey, Jess is on here. Violet says, did you watch the new Disney Pixar movie, Luca? No, I haven't, but I heard it's really good. We keep trying to watch it, but it's been hard the last few days to set aside a couple hours, but we are going to check it out at some point this weekend. Hey, Kath. How are you? Journey Awaits. Hello. Well, you guys doing all kinds of Disney stuff. Yeah, Journey Awaits has a channel where they focus mostly on Disney World. They are DVC members, and they have an awesome channel. Check them out. Violet says, "Hi, Jess. Hey, Violet. Full-time dream. We have a flood warning here in Western New York. Been raining all day. It seems like it has just been. I'm about to the point where I'm about to build an ark because we get rain like every day. I mean, I'm starting to feel like Seattle." KNL Howe, go Reds. Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think they're about to start playing. They're playing the Brewers. They swept them a few days ago. Hopefully we can continue the journey there. If we beat them 3 games in a row, I think we'll be tied for first place or maybe still a game under. The Reds have been doing great. Oh, you're welcome. Nancy says, "Hi, Violet. Bob's Coasters. Hey, buddy. I'm doing a sports card show this weekend, by the way. If anyone has sports cards and wants to sell them, I buy them all the time." Oh, that's cool. Yeah, good to know. We're going to, as long as it's not a monsoon out there, we're going to try and go to Kings Island tomorrow for the Grand Carnival, they call it, I guess. It looks interesting. It's supposed to be kind of seems like a international food and wine festival that they put on down at Disney, but it's going to be at Kings Island. There's a lot of different countries involved: Spain, Italy, France, and a handful of others. There's going to be different cuisines, different foods. I think it goes on through August 1st, so we are going to make it up there. Hope to make it up there tomorrow. Kathy says, "Yes, go Reds. I have to keep an eye on the game." Absolutely, yeah. Keep us up to date on the score there, Kath. Michelle's Tasty. Hey, Michelle. Saying hello to me in the chat. Check her channel out too if you want some good, easy foods to make. One of my favorite channels to watch there, Michelle. Quick and easy. That's what I like, and I think that's what a lot of people like, is that you put it together quick and it's easy to make. That's what I like, because I'm not a great cook. Some of the things I cook are okay, but thanks, Danno. You're the best. Oh, thank you. You're the best. Pretty awesome. Furman Family Adventures. I will be at Kings Island after work tomorrow. Okay, buddy. What time you get off? I know that the show starts at 5. I'm really hoping the rain holds off. Nancy says, "I have to keep an eye on my hamburger." Boy, you've been grilling up them hamburgers since you got that new grill. Bob's Coaster Experience. We were planning on next weekend for us at Kings Island. We liked the 2019 Grand Carnival. Yeah, I've never done it. I thought it was something new, and people were saying that no, there was one before. I guess it might just be a little different the way they're doing it now. I know they're having it looks like a big Mardi Gras parade with floats and different like circus looking people, and they have like a king and a queen. So it's very Louisiana inspired, I think, but it's kind of an around the world thing. Dave, Furman family probably know a little more about it than I do. I've never actually been to it. You're welcome, Michelle. Dave says, "I will be there by 7. I'm off at 6:30. Grand Carnival is awesome." Yeah, and give a shout out to our new moderator, Furman Family Adventures. He has just started a channel. He's a good friend of mine. And he's only got one video up right now, but he's got a lot he's working on. And he's about to go to Disney World, so he's going to do something cool. Kathy says, "Haha, Nancy B." Michelle, y'all getting any rain now? We just got hit with a short storm. Well, if you just got hit with a short storm, that means it's coming this way, because we are just east of you. I was a little worried about that last week. I think the weather is what has caused the internet to be a little shaky, and it just seems like it's always at its worst when we do our live show about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So if it's about 8:30 or 9 o'clock, right around there, and it kicks out our power, well, I'll try and get it back on, but I don't know. It's been a headache. Kathy, I knew you would get it. Bob's Coaster Experiences says, "Yeah, they had the food from many different countries, drinks from everywhere. Also, the Mardi Gras feel, although a little cheesy. Now, we did the Mardi Gras parade down at Universal Studios, and I gotta say that was pretty awesome. All the food from the bayou. I mean, everything down. I am a huge Cajun food fan. I love it all. I'll eat shrimp and what's the famous one there? The andouille sausage and the rice, red beans and rice stuff. I love all that stuff, and they had it all at Universal. And the parade. And when you look at the pictures for what it's going to be at Kings Island, it looks very similar to that. So I'm sure I'll have a pretty good time. Plus, you get all kinds of different foods from all over the world. Like I said, there's China, Spain, Italy, France. I mean, there's a lot of different cultures involved. I think it's going to be really cool. Let's see. Let me pop you guys out here so I can see a little bit better. I need to get like a separate screen so that I can read these comments a little bit. There we go. Much better. Fun and Family Adventures. Thanks, Danno. I think I'm taking my laptop and posting each day at Disney, starting with a travel day. Yes. Taken after us. That's the way to do it, man. Do as many as you can. And you know, just make it awesome. Be yourself. You know, people love you for it. I'm trying to sound less and less like a game show host. We got a great one for you today, folks. As Jess would say. Bob's Coaster Experience, agreed with Dave. Bob's Cajun food, my favorite type of food as far as the seasonings and spices used in the cooking. Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of the spices, and boy, and I'll tell you, a lot of the stuff that we got down there, I mean, it was hot, you know, I mean, it was, some of the stuff was overkill, you know, and I could see why a lot of people probably couldn't take it all the time, but I loved it. I could eat it all day. "15 countries." I don't know. I saw like 7. But that was just, you know, as far as the page would go. So yeah, I guess there's a lot more. That's pretty awesome. Alrighty. 15 watching, only 4 likes. Hit the likes, yo. Yeah. Hit that like button. Thanks, buddy. I tend to forget that when I'm reading all the comments all the time. Holly says, "Hello, Jess." Michelle, the new McDonald's look nice. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's kind of funny, you know, and this is just the way it works. Is I eat at a McDonald's for the first time, and I can't tell you how long, over further west of here. And to be honest with you, the one over by the highway, which is a little further west, that one is notoriously bad. Like I don't know. I needed to get something to eat and went in there, but the one over here has always been good. I was surprised they tore it down to build a new one. It does look really nice. I just kind of feel like it wasn't needed. You know, the employees made that one really nice. And the other thing that I said in the video that I was kind of surprised that they didn't make any more stuff for the kids. Like, okay, so you don't want to build a play set or anything like that. Okay, that's fine. But you could at least have a little outside area where people can eat outside, you know, and all that money they spent on that place, they didn't think of that. I'm just like, and there's so much room. If it was a tight squeeze, you know, you'd be like, okay. But, I mean, there's so much room, they could add that. Now, I don't know if they were just wanting to add or to just get the store up and running because it had been closed down for so long. And they've had a lot of employees that have worked at that particular store for years and years and years. and they all kind of spread out to other stores. So they wanted to get the old employees back working in the store that they're used to. I have a good friend that works at the new one here, and he had worked at the old one for years. So glad he's back. He was working at one in Kentucky, and it's like, yeah, it's not that far, but it's not right down the street like the one you work at. Bob says, all the pink in the background fits your complexion very nicely, Danno. Thank you. Yeah, just got the new Aladdin stitch. It's got the little lamps. Cute little guy. Hello. Oh, there's a voice impression for you. Ohana means family. Michelle says that table was cool. Yeah, that was the highlight. That's why I filmed it. I was like, you know what? This is the coolest thing in this place. The modern look is cool, I guess, but it's not very it looks more like a fine dining McDonald's, right? Nobody fine dines at McDonald's. I mean, some of you might, I don't know, but, and Lord knows I could, as long as them chicken nuggets are fresh. That mocha frappe that I had was very good. It's actually, I would put it up there with Starbucks, and they definitely raised the prices on those too. I paid over $4 for that thing. I was like, I might as well be at Starbucks. It was fun though, pushing all the little buttons, and I'm sure. But the problem is that they only have one. So if there's several kids in there, they're all going to want to sit at that table, and that table is the only handicapped table in there, which is kind of weird. Like, this is a table that all the kids are going to want to come sit at, and it's the only. I can't. It might not be the only handicapped table there, but I was just kind of surprised that it was in general. Loving the heavy metal music too. Yeah, if you're gonna do a grand opening at a McDonald's, you got to have a little heavy metal in there, right? Because Slash likes his Big Macs. There was a lot of people in there that they were up in the front kind of talking, a lot of corporate people, stuff like that. 700 WLW, which is a famous radio station, had just left. And honestly, I was trying to get there so that I could talk to a couple of them and I thought it was kind of weird. A lot of news stations were there in the morning. I mean, it's a McDonald's. It's just basically reopening. I thought maybe I'd get a free fry or something. That didn't happen. Yeah, it does look a little. I'm a little closer than usual because I'm trying to, I go back sometimes to watch some of the live shows to make sure the audio is sounding good. And for some reason, YouTube has a thing for something that runs through your computer that it can take control of your mic and it will auto gain it like crazy. So if I'm not sitting this close, it'll get just really loud. So I'm trying to end that. Hey, Shar, how are you? Just got back from eating where? Elaborate. Wait, let me guess. Outback. Holly says, I am excited for Tennessee next weekend. We are staying the whole week. Where are you staying, Holly? Are you staying at a hotel, cabin, tent, sleeping bag? I love actual camping, but it's like if we're going to go down to Gatlinburg in Tennessee, I need air conditioning this time of year. Definitely. So yeah, if you guys are just coming to the show, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. All the likes toward the channel really help push the channel out there. YouTube has that crazy algorithm where the more likes and interaction you get really help push the channel out. And I really do thank all of you guys. We've gotten a very positive response from all of our daily vlogs. Hundreds of people have been watching them, and we really appreciate that. We're so glad you guys are loving the show. Champong Family Productions. Don't you hate when you're watching your favorite TV show and you're on the last episode and it has a dramatic ending and they never finished what they were doing and you have to wait a while? I know exactly what you mean. That's pretty much every show I watch. Is this you, Violet, still, or is this Kwame? And what show are you talking about? Holly says, we are staying at Arbors of the Island. Ooh, okay. There you go. That sounds nice. Never stayed there. Now, is that the one that's sits like kind of cat a corner from Margaritaville? Like not in the island, but it's like right on the other side of the little river there. Char says, nope, Bob Evans, not all that good. Really? Oh. I love going to Bob Evans during the day, like in the morning. All I get's breakfast there, so it's kind of hard to mess that up. I've heard a lot of the dinner foods at Bob Evans lately haven't been all that good. That's one of those places that if it was down in the Smoky Mountains, they would close at like 1:00 because they wouldn't have any business after that. Barry says, I hate having to wait week to week. I'm spoiled, I guess. I do in a way. Like I do for some of these shows, I hate waiting week to week. Like I probably would have liked WandaVision a lot more if I could have just binge watched it, because it's like I felt like that show just dragged and dragged and dragged. And then like the last couple episodes were like, okay. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes around, and it was like the first couple episodes were really good, and then it just kind of died off. And then I wasn't too satisfied with the ending. But Loki, different story. We'll get into that. I promise, Barry. I know we were going to talk about it last week. I'm glad we waited till this week because the Loki season has ended. And for those of you who love the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, boy, I'll tell you what, the time has come. My favorite villain has arrived in the Marvel Universe. One of my favorite. I kind of thought that maybe it would have been Galactus, but Galactus might be a little too much for kids. So, actually, I mean, I won't say his name yet, and we'll save the spoilers here for a little while in case any of you guys are still catching up on Loki. But well, thank you, Full Time Dream. Daily vlogs are great. I don't know, it's just something where when you're working and you got so much going on, it's like you want to you have fans, and it's like you got people that want to see the everyday thing. And what are we doing today? How's it going today? What are we gonna build today? What adventure are we going on? I always try to make it a little something, even if it's just testing out recording equipment. And that's the thing. A lot of our followers are YouTubers, and if I can share something of my new equipment with you guys, that you might want in the future, you might like it. Family Productions, we all are listening, and it's Violet, and there's a TV show on YouTube called Rainbow High, and I have to wait next week for a new episode. Oh, yeah. It's tough sometimes. The struggle is real. And Hal says Rachel is engaged and so excited to invite all her friends and loved ones. Date to be determined. Okay. Oh, Rachel is engaged. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. Barry says Crocky. Holly says right by Comedy Barn, Arbors of the Island Hotel. Yeah. That's That's what I was thinking of. I said Caddy Corner, but I meant that one right there. Yeah, we usually when we go down there, we stay at the Quality Inn because it's gorgeous. But yeah, let us know. Let us know how that Arbors of the Island hotel there is, Holly, because I'm always interested in new hotels down in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Smoky Mountains. Mary says, "Oh, that's going to be nice." I've heard that hotel's nice. Full Time Dream says we need to do a video of all our equipment. Yeah, it's good to. A lot of people, are always curious. Like I'm preparing to do a video actually on my phone because I had an issue like in the couple videos that I did. I finally figured out how to use my microphone that I just got with the regular camera on my phone. And it was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be, but I was talking to another guy and who had commented on the show I did on the video. And because he had done everything I did. He had looked up everything, he Googled everything, trying to figure out why is this not working? Why did it? And it ended up being one little button. And I swear nobody on YouTube's done it yet. And I plan on just doing maybe a YouTube short or something. Can't find that camera setting? Check this out. Boom, done. I couldn't believe it. I was just messing around. But I had done so much research to try and figure out how it worked because it's like, man, I just spent, just I don't know. I'm trying not to get backed up tonight. Holly says, it is really nice. We stay 3 times. We have stayed 3 times at Arbors in the Island. Pool is open 24/7. That's awesome. Yeah, the Quality Inn is like that down there too. And that's part of the reason why we like it. And that's good to know, though, because that is definitely a seller for me. Michelle says Margaritaville Island Inn is the one that sits by the island. Yeah, there's like 3 of them inside the island. You got the one in the front, and you got the one, the main one, and then you have the ones that sit up where they have the big balconies that sit over the island. I don't even know how much those are. They're like, when we went there was a lady. Now we were there in the off season, but we were sitting by this lady who was staying up on top of one of those, and she got it for like $275 a night. But I don't. First of all, right now they're probably all sold out, but I can't imagine they're less than $400 a night right now because it's been so crazy down there right now. Pigeon Forge is completely packed. Gatlinburg is completely packed. Bumper to bumper everywhere. I don't know. We're planning something to go down there, but man, I'd almost want to take a day off in the middle of the week or something and drive down there because the weekends have just been insane. Violet says, going to bed. See you soon. All right, Violet. Have a good night. Frontiersman Travel Adventures. Hey, buddy. How are you, man? Long time. Hey, Danno. Ooh, that is steep. How you been, man? Kathy says, good night, Violet. Red's leading 2-0. All right. Go Red Legs. Violet says, but Mom and Dad are still going to listen. Awesome. Travel Adventures. It has been crazy. That is why I am staying away for a while. I hear you, man. Everything's been nuts lately. Violet says, yes, go Reds. Kathy says, hi, Danno. Love your haircut. It's crazy down there. Thank you. Yeah, it was getting hot. I had to chop it off. Karen says, Reds 2-1 update. Hi, Kathy and Nancy. Love the info, Danno. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you. Barry says, how long of a drive is it for you to get to Pigeon Forge? Well, Well, if I'm driving, probably about 4.5. If Jess is driving, about 4. She can really put the hammer down. Walt says, doing great. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I got a couple of your videos I got to catch up on, man. I've just been really busy. Frontiersman Travel Adventures here. They have a great channel. Check them out. They travel everywhere. I wish I could travel all these places. I love your videos down in Vegas and stuff. Those are too cool. I've never been to Vegas, and I really want to go. Me and Jess has never actually been to Disneyland, and won't dive in deep to that. But we had planned on maybe taking a trip out to Vegas sometime, and then hanging out in Vegas for a few days, and then possibly renting a car and driving to Disneyland, which it's only a few hour drive from Vegas. And that way we can do both. And flights would be a lot cheaper going to Vegas than they are California. Full-time dream. We hit all those areas till after park season. A lot to do other places. Yeah. Now is not the time. I really want to go down there. I wanted to do like a big interview thing of the Skyfly ride down there and everything, but we were looking up hotels. We were going to do it, and the Quality Inn right now is like $240 a night. I can't do that. 200. I mean, I'll just go down there and camp out somewhere before I do that. That's crazy. Which means everything else is insane. A lot of stuff is sold out. It's crazy. Michelle says Margaritaville Island Hotel is well. Whoops. Wait a minute. So what is in the island where you see all the balconies through on the island? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all Margaritaville in there. Kathy says, hi, K&L. Actually, Reds lead 2-0. All right. Michelle says, hi, Kathy McAllister. Frontiersman Travel says, always love the positive attitude. It takes us 4 hours from Roanoke. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, you're welcome, man. Absolutely. And thank you. We always try to drive that positive energy into everybody. Let's have a meetup in Vegas. Man, I'm down. I'm definitely down. I need a break. The funny thing is I wouldn't even really gamble. Like, I would probably gamble just to get like free drinks or something, some free beer or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm not much of a gambler, you know. We would be doing all the shows and all. I'd like to go into the Pawn Stars. The Pawn Star Shore, or the Pawn the Pawn Star store from the TV show, which I've heard it's nothing like the TV show, but I'd still like to visit it because it's one of my favorite shows. When you plan to go, hopefully we can go at the same time. That'd be awesome, man. That'd be great. Be a lot of fun. You guys are awesome. Yeah, there was some burger joint out there. I know you had tried. I forget the name of the burger. Man, I'll tell you what, that just looked awesome. Looked delicious. You can tell from people's expressions when you got a good burger. Tuesman says, I have been there. Furman says, I am back. Sorry. Had to feed Morgan. Oh, no, you're fine, buddy. Tell Morgan we said hello. Kathy says, if all goes well, coming in October to the Smoky, staying at Quality Inn, got a real good price. Awesome. Yeah, if you book far enough in advance, that's what we did. And that's where it's hard for me, because it's like, our last trip, we stayed for 5 nights at Quality Inn, and it was like $400. You go down there for one night right now, and it's $240. Like, don't want to spend that kind of money right now. If we weren't going to Disney World in September for 2 weeks, we're going to Orlando and all around Orlando for 2 weeks. So it's going to be not cheap. However, I will say, if you guys are interested, we've had some people reach out to us lately, and you can find my email pretty much at the end of every one of my videos, or you can look at the about section for my email. If anybody has any questions on, like, if you're taking a trip to Orlando, Universal, Disney World, don't know much about SeaWorld or some of the other parts, but we've done a lot of stuff in Orlando where we've gotten a lot of deals. So if anybody is traveling there in the future, send me an email and I'll do the best I can to help you. And if not, if I don't know the answer, I can lead you in the right direction. Because yes, these vacations down in Orlando, they are very expensive, but if you budget it out right and you know what you want to do, you can make it, a lot easier on yourself and not spend a fortune. What says it is neat. Full-time dream. Yeah. Full-time dream. I need to head out to see how high the creek is getting. Everyone have a good night. You too, buddy. Oh, you flooding? That ain't good. Yeah, have a good night, man. Be safe. Barry says, me too. Love Vegas. Jess has been to Vegas a couple different times. She loves it. Michelle says, have a good night. Walt says, very true. Char says, Pawn Stars is right by the Stratosphere. Oh, that's cool. The Stratosphere thing, is that the thing where you're like, they kind of like takes you out over a really tall building? Kathy says, YouTube full-time dream. Frontiersman travel. Is it pouring the rain in Cincy? It's raining every day, man. Thank God, not right now. It's held off. It poured earlier, but it's kind of felt like Seattle. Like, it's just been raining every day. We get a little break. It gets really hot and then rains and then gets even more hot and then rains again. It's crazy. It's been the rainiest summer I can ever remember. Hey, Vanessa. How are you? Dave says, the Frontiersman. Not yet. I'm on the east side of Cincinnati. No rain yet. Danno gets it before I do. Yeah, it's not raining yet. I think we got about an hour before it starts. I think. I hope. Just says no rain yet. Cheers on Travel Ventures. We stayed at Bally's a few weeks ago, but we have stayed at New York, which I really like. New York. And we stayed at Caesars and the Luxor. Oh, man. There it is right there. I forget, Jess, where did you and your mom stay when you went down there? Jess says the tall building is the Stratosphere. Cheersman says, how about you, Barry? I like staying at, believe it or not, I've stayed at the Luxor once, but realized it was a mistake due to location. Vanessa says, we stayed at Bally's when me and my mom went a long time ago. It's funny. You guys say Bally's, and I'm thinking of like y'all sleeping in a Bally's fitness center. Char says, yes, then it spins you around and around. Everyone is screaming. Yeah. That ride looks nuts. Just hanging off of it like that. It's crazy. Furman Family Adventure says the weather is prepping me for my Florida trip. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been raining like this in Orlando. It's pretty much Orlando right now. 90 degrees every day, raining like crazy. You can see the steam coming up off the ground, and then it rains again. And hey, it's nuts. It's even been raining a lot more in Orlando than it usually does. Usually this time of year in Orlando, it's like a 10-minute rain about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It rains as hard as you've ever seen it, but then at 10 minutes, it's gone. But it's been raining a lot more down there. So I'm hoping by the time we go, it's done with all that. You too, buddy. Luxor is a long walk to the center strip for sure. Just stayed at Excalibur. That just sounds like a cool hotel. Excalibur. Ray and Dad, happy Friday to you guys. How y'all doing? They got another great channel. Ray and Dad, check them out. They're really awesome. I haven't seen anything. I guess I still got to watch a couple of your videos, man. I saved them so that me and Jess could watch them at the same time with your guys' Alani trip and all the Disney stuff. It's like, man, we've just been so busy. But yeah, you guys check out Ray and Dad. They've got an awesome channel. Barry says, actually have been there to see the New Year's fireworks. They close the streets down so you can walk the strip. Awesome, man. Also doesn't take no time to walk the strip down. I've heard that. And that just sounds epic. Sounds like that's the best time of the year to be at in Las Vegas, New Year's Eve. Sounds awesome. Michelle says, we'll have to head out, have plans. Y'all have a blessed night. You too, Michelle. Thanks for joining. You guys check out Michelle's Tasty Dishes. You will not be disappointed. She will turn you into an awesome cook, as she has me. S'mores things are great. I can't wait to try those hush puppies. Those hush puppies look like the best hush puppies I've ever seen. Yeah, Kat, that is a great name. Just says, bye, Michelle. Travel Adventure says, oh, wow, great experience. Yeah, no doubt. Man, the dream. Fireworks on the strip on New Year's Eve, boy. Can't ask for nothing better than that. And, you know, I wouldn't personally, yeah, I know everybody was Times Square, but no, I wouldn't want to be in that crowd. Not shoulder to shoulder like that anyway. Journey Wade says, hello, Ray and Dad. Yeah, check you guys are probably already friends, but if not, check out Journey Awaits channel, Ray and Dad. They do all that's pretty much all they do is Disney. Waits, hello, hope all is well. Thanks, Danno. Appreciate the plug. Absolutely, buddy. You know, we all work hard. We all work hard at this. You know, everybody thinks it's, well, I don't know about everybody, but I mean, you know, it's hard to, you know, get up and think about putting a video out here for everybody to watch. You know, I mean, it may look easy, but it's not. It's not. It takes a lot of work. There's a lot of work behind the camera that a lot of people don't realize. And every one of you guys deserve to be noticed. And you guys should all talk to each other in the chat, subscribe to each other. You know, let's build our YouTube community. You guys all have great channels that follow our channel. And we appreciate it. We know you guys do. And you guys, every one of you guys have great channels. So, you know, it's good to collaborate together. And a lot of us have the same types of channels, you know, and I don't like talking that word niche, but that's pretty much what we all do in here is adventurers. Everybody in here pretty much travels to do stuff, you know, and not everybody, like Michelle, she she does a food channel, and I swear it's one of my favorite channels to watch. Like I was starting to say earlier, she really does these easy dishes that are easy to make, and it's made me a better cook. And we're all growing. We're all trying to grow. We're all trying to get bigger on YouTube. And as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, that is what it's all about. You know, we'll all get there eventually. Dad says our favorite hotel is Mandalay Bay. Yeah, that looks cool. That hotel looks awesome. Furman says I will take Disney World on New Year's Eve for me. Well, sure. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I don't know. See again though. I don't know if I would take that over Las Vegas, because Disney World New Year's Eve are going to be sold out, and sure, it's going to be a great time and everything, but yeah, you're going to be shoulder to shoulder in there, and it's hard to breathe. 100-degree weather. At least in Las Vegas, it's dry air. Well, no, I guess New Year's Eve it's not going to be that not that hot, I guess. Excuse me. It can be in Orlando, not really in Vegas. At least it would be dry. I don't know what it's like during the winter time there in Vegas. I'm sure it gets pretty cool at night. Ray says we are catching up on your videos also. What is your next big adventure? Gary, I've been vlogging like every day. It's like every day is my next biggest adventure. And I think we may do the Kings Island thing tomorrow. Like I said, a lot of the stuff, it's been really hard to plan things because the rain has just been insane. And you guys know that I like doing everything outside if I can, but hopefully we can do Kings Island tomorrow. We want to do the Grand Carnival, which is a event that is like an international event where many different cultures come together with the food, games, dancing, like different floats and stuff. It kind of looks like a Mardi Gras kind of deal, but we hope to do that tomorrow. But if it's downright pouring, that event lasts until I think the 1st of October though, so we will get up there here eventually. Travel adventures, it does take a lot of work, and it takes me about 4 hours to edit a video. Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, it's hard work, and you know what? You can really tell. Any other YouTuber can tell that you put a lot of work into your videos there, man, because they look very good. They're very well put together. The music, everything, a lot of people are very attention to detail, and I appreciate a lot of that. It's helped me learn a lot. I try to, for me myself, I try to keep it as simple as possible, just so I'm not editing for 2 days. But it's a lot of hard work. You've done really well. All you guys have. I love all your channels, every one of them. Barry says it was packed shoulder to shoulder while waited for the fireworks to go off. They actually go off on top of Caesar's Palace and 2 others that I can't remember. It was cool. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess I kind of thought you could see it from everywhere out there. You're probably like, oh, Dan, get to my comment. Oh, Rain Dan Travel Adventures. I think so many people forget how much time editing takes. It's a labor of love. It sure is, man. Sure is. I've grown to love editing. Well, not love it, but I mean, it's like you get through a video, you get through all your clips and everything, and it's like when you finally get the final product on there, and then you review it, and you're like, oh, I missed this. I got to take this out. I missed this. It's definitely a work of art. It can be that way. If you making everything flow right. A lot of people just don't know what it's like what everything that goes into it. Or maybe they do. And they show their appreciation by watching the videos, which is awesome. I gotta admit, when we first started doing this, I didn't think it was going to really amount to anything. I didn't think we were going to grow at all. I had no real intention. I just wanted to throw some stuff out there because we were, pandemic had started. And I'm like, I need a hobby or I'm going to lose my mind. I know, I'll make YouTube videos. And that's pretty much where it started for me. And, but I never thought we would be where we are right now, 1 year later. I mean, at least the way that we're doing the show. Oh, I'm a little behind here. Walt says so true, Granddad. It gets cool. What editing software are you using for your videos? I use. I keep going back and forth, but I use InShot Video Editor, and I also use DaVinci Resolve. I've been using DaVinci Resolve a lot more because I can get more close. I'm getting more used to it. DaVinci Resolve is a ridiculously hard editing software, but it has a lot of cool stuff. And I can make a lot of fine edits that I couldn't do on InShot. And there's another one I've been using. I can't remember the name of it. I just started using it. Not Filmic or I can't think of it. I'll have to. Let's see here. I don't know. I'll have to. DaVinci Resolve's mostly the one I've been using. InShot is good if you're using it on your phone. InShot is a great phone video editor if you do any kind of editing on your phone. I highly recommend InShot, or iMovie if you have iPhone is very good. iMovie's very easy. Is easy to use. Barry says, I love Mandalay Bay too. Like the buffer Mandalay Bay. That's cool. Travel Ventures. I lived in Kingman, Arizona, and I have not been so cold in a long time because the wind is always blowing so hard. Like right now? Or you mean during the wintertime? Granddad, I actually use my phone InShot app, but I also have Filmora Pro. Filmora Pro, that's it. That's the other one I bet. That's the one I've used recently. I couldn't think of it. I was thinking of Filmic Pro, but no, that's a camera app. Filmora Pro. I haven't used much of it yet. I haven't really dove into it. I haven't done a full video on it. I actually just kind of practice with it some. I'm always trying out some of the new ones. InShot's great though. And if you pay, I think it's $10 a year for the InShot Pro, you get all kinds of cool stuff, all kinds of like different transitions. It also allowed me to put more of my own music in through the app so that I can just run it through the app and then put it right on the video. So Barry, like the heavy metal version of the intro song that you were listening to, I was able to put that through that video app, which was really awesome. Because some apps you can't put your own music through. You can, but you got to you have to move it from one thing to the other, and it's just something else that takes an hour. Here's one of the reasons we love Mandalay Bay. We love the walkthrough, the Luxor, and Excalibur. Sounds really cool. You guys are getting me excited for Vegas. Furman Family Adventures. Here's some information on Grand Carnival for those that are interested. Awesome, man. Yeah, appreciate you putting that up there. Yes, Furman Family Adventures is now one of our new moderators, so throw him a big hello. Good friend of mine. He is heading to Disney World Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. I am jealous. Also, if you guys are just coming to the channel, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. All the likes really help out the channel. We appreciate you. Cool, Ray and Dan, I love Route 66. We'll check out your page. I subbed already. Yeah, you guys check each other out. You guys both have great channels. Everybody on here has great channels. Everybody. I ain't friends with just nobody. Kathy says, "What is Klingman close to? Have been to Goodyear for the Reds spring training and visited Sedona and drove to Grand Canyon." Barry's talking to Ray and Dad. Travel Adventures, that is what I use on my phone, InShot. Yeah, it's great, man. I love InShot. And it is, you know, it took me a little while to figure it out, but it's definitely an easier one to use. A lot easier than DaVinci Resolve. I don't know why I keep using that one. It's ridiculously hard. It really is. I don't recommend DaVinci Resolve to anybody. Like, honestly, eventually, the way I look at it is, you know, once I get up there in subscribers and I can become, you know, part of the partner program and all that, start making money at this, then I'm probably going to get Adobe Premiere Pro. That's like $300 a year, but I've used it before, and I've used it on my friend. You know, he's an IT guy. He showed me a lot of stuff about it, how to do all the nice thing about it is you can set it up the way that you want, and then it'll stay like that. DaVinci Resolve is like that too. But man, all the leaps and bounds and steps you got to take to get to where you want to get to on there, it's and then like every now and then something will not mess up, but I'll forget something and then have to go through like the series of steps again, and it's like reading Klingon too. I mean, it's really hard to understand. Travel Adventures, Kingman is like 90 minutes south of Las Vegas in Arizona. I'd like to go out to Goodyear sometime and watch the Reds. Well, I mean, I'm right down the street from them now, but I'd just like to go out to Arizona. I know it gets hot out there, but it's all like dry heat. It's not like around here. You know, there is so much humidity here. It's like you can peel the sweat off your skin. It can get rough. Ray talking to Barry. Kathy, okay, thanks. Ray says the forum shops at Caesars used to have the animated statue show, which Ray loved. Not sure if they still there. Sounds cool. Haha, we are all friends here. Absolutely, man. Yes, we are. Got a tight-knit little YouTube community here. Ray and Dan, not familiar with Bill's outlets. Statues were still going 2 years ago, although the Vegas store besides those fathers. Barry says, we will have to play with InShot. We mostly shoot with a GoPro these days, so we use the PC-based editing. GoPro actually has... Do you use the GoPro app? Because I've heard that the GoPro app is really good. I don't, you know, because of the way we do videos, you know, where you're front face talking and stuff, you know, I don't know if the GoPro will put together a video for you, but there's some things I was looking up on that GoPro thing where it can literally edit it for you to where without voice or sound, it clamps it all together. And from what these people were doing, it looked pretty smooth. But I don't know if you've checked that out, but there's some GoPro app. I don't know what it's called. I think it's just the GoPro app. And it has some cool editing in it. That might be what you're talking about on the computer. Journey in which DaVinci Resolve is hard to use. Yeah, somebody recommended it to me back when I first started, and I was like, I about lost my mind, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. Like, I can see why people pay people to do this kind of stuff, because I just could not figure it out. And I had started using a different editor on the computer. I forget what it was, but it was real simple. And then right about that time, I learned about a couple different phone apps, and then I found InShot. And I've been basically, when I got to InShot, I just kind of forced myself to figure it all out, and I've just kind of stuck with that one ever since. Barry says spell check is killing me. Spell check is our curse. Yeah, it really stinks. Yeah, mine's terrible. Yes, not much humidity at all. I loved it during the last year. Oh, yeah, man. I'd love to live out west. I know when I was out in California some years ago, and it was great. It got so hot. I didn't really notice, though. I was on the beach and I fell asleep. And I mean, the sun was as blazing as you could possibly imagine. And I didn't put any suntan lotion on it because, I'm used to being out here where it's like it's so humid. You can't, that's what hot is to me. And I'm laying on the beach, and I wake up like a half hour later, my entire chest was like purple. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. And I just never really noticed that, yeah, I still needed to put sun lotion on. But it was, yeah, it was crazy. Just didn't know. It was like probably 90 degrees, but it didn't feel like it. It felt like maybe 65, 70, like it would be here. Hey, Jason. Good morning. How you doing, buddy? There's another fine YouTuber there. Jason's got a great channel. He's an adventurer as well. And he's been using his GoPro lately. Travel adventures. I use my GoPro a lot. Yeah, I can tell when you're using your GoPro, Walt. Now you guys know, and I think it looks cool with like the fisheye look, but you guys know that you can get rid of you can just have the wide angle and like compress it, right, to not have the fisheye look. I forget which one of you was telling me about that, but that was kind of why I didn't know you could do that. I was going to get a GoPro, and I just wasn't, I don't know. I ended up going with something different entirely, but I just never got it. I wasn't satisfied with the audio quality, but I'm sure you guys have microphones on your GoPros. Danno, we do use the app. We still end up editing on PC, but we are still learning. Yeah, man. So much. We all are. I mean, there's stuff I'm figuring out every day, and then I forget about it, so I have to relearn it. And then I get it down, and then I start using a different app entirely, and then a couple weeks later I got to relearn. It's a process. Ray and Dad say, hello, P-Fam. Journey Waits, I have started using my GoPro Hero 8 more. Yeah, man. GoPro's the way to go. I would like to have a GoPro for like doing roller coasters, going underwater, all the stuff you would use a GoPro for. I do like that GoPro 9 that PFAM 5 has here, because you got the little screen where you can make sure you're in the picture, which really I don't really have too much of a problem with that anyway. Me and Jess have been working on a selfie camera thing that is not, she doesn't like it because it's hard to look into the camera with the big picture of us in the background. We both kind of keep looking to the right when we need to look into the camera, and it's gotten so tough because we're so used to just looking into the camera head and that's it, you know. And now we have this thing where we can actually look at ourselves, and it's hard. It's hard. It's going to take some getting used to. I thought about putting a little post-it note in the area where we're supposed to look. Oh boy. Travel adventures. I download the clips onto my phone. GoPro Quick is what it is called. Yes. Yeah, I was looking into all that to make sure that I could do that on my phone if I wanted to. And yeah, the Quick app. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get one eventually. They had just gone off sale too. I was a little upset, okay, because they were selling it for like $350 if you signed up for the yearly thing or whatever deal was going on. And then like when I was ready, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. And then the next day, it's almost like they know. Like you go back to the website, like, oh, he's really interested. We're just gonna charge an extra $100. I was like, forget that. I'll wait till another deal comes out. I'm not paying full price for something you guys had on sale yesterday. Bad words. Barry says, when you get time, check out the restaurant Heart Attack Grill. Believe it or not, the food is really good there. It's hospital themed and it's funny. If you don't eat all of your burger, they paddle you. Is this in Vegas? Heart Attack Grill. That sounds like if I was ever to invent a restaurant, that would be the name. Would you like bacon with your bacon on top of your hamburger on top of more bacon with some candied bacon jam? Oh yeah. Yes, Barry, not plugging my page, but I did a video on the Heart Attack Grill. The girl lit me up. Oh, go ahead, Walt. No, put it up on here if you want. Yeah, don't mind at all. I want to see it too. Rain Dad, Barry. We'll have to check it out next time we're there. Dad, I'm looking. Journey awaits. I'm looking at external mics. That external mic, it's in the other room. I just bought that. It was my video from like 2 days ago. Journey awaits. I won't say, I don't say names on here unless you've said it before. So, but Journey awaits. Yes, I did a video a couple days ago. It's the Video Micro, the Rode Video Micro. It's a shotgun mic. It's got it was like hurricane winds, not hurricane winds, but I mean, it was really windy out here. And I was just kind of just running around a couple days ago. It's got a picture of me with the Video Micro on it in the thumbnail. The sound quality is absolutely amazing. It is fantastic. I've done a couple videos with it. The McDonald's video that I did yesterday with it. It sounds fantastic. Rode Video Micro. I will say that if you're using your phone and maybe the GoPro, well, I know for a fact, if you're using your phone, you also have to order the TRS to TRRS adapter. Now, what that is if you're using your phone, you have to get the connection that goes to your headphone jack. But you have an iPhone, don't you? If you have an iPhone, then you need to get the one that's compatible with the lightning plug or the headphone jack. It doesn't matter, but if it's the one with the headphone jack or the lightning cable, it's the TRS to TRRS cable. And you'll need that for any external microphone that you get. But that Rode RODE Video Micro. That's the best microphone I've ever had. It's $60, and it's worth every penny. And with the wind muff thing, you couldn't hear any of that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is great. You could be on I'm convinced you could be on a big roller coaster down at Disney World, and you're not going to get any wind on that thing. Travel Venture says linear mode. Oh, yeah, for the GoPro. Yes. And that works really good. It says external mics are a must for a GoPro, we think. Yes, you definitely need an external mic for a GoPro. That was, when I was going to get the GoPro, I was like, well, I'm going to have to spend another $100 for the GoPro or for some kind of mic. Do not. That's the bad thing. If you're using I'm not sure with any other, the only one I did research on was the GoPro Hero 9. But I've been told that the media mod thing for the Hero 9 is no good. Like you'll need unfortunately you have to buy the media mod to hook up an external microphone. So you're going to spend like $80 on the media mod that goes around the GoPro so that you can mount your mic on top of that. I don't know. That's when I gave up. I was like, this is too much money. I'm just going to wait. It's kind of weird how that's set up too. Like if you're going to get the media mod thing, which is basically, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like it goes around the case, and then there's like a mic that's attached to it. But I've heard that specific mic is no good. But who knows? Jason, PFAM5 might know a little bit about that because he's been using one for a while. Barry talking to Frontiersman. Jason says, hey, Ray and Dad. Jason says, I'm no GoPro expert, just learning little by little, trial and error. Travel Adventures, those nurses have no mercy. Oh, that sounds like a great place. I'll check that out. Sounds like a pretty awesome video, man. Hey, everybody, I got to run. Good luck to everyone. And Danno, keep up the great work. You too, man. Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, everybody check out Frontiersman Travel Adventures. They do a great job. They travel all over the place. I love all the ghost stuff, too. I mean, I love it all, but all the finding haunted houses and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. Which is funny. There was a couple around here. I won't go into the story. Maybe I'll make a video out of it. I don't know. But there's a house that's not too far from here that is, I can vouch that it is a ghost house. It was pretty freaky. Barry says, talk to you later, Frontiersman. Barry. Trash can nachos at Guy Fieri's are awesome if you ever get the chance to try them. Trash can nachos. I don't know what it is about that just sounds awesome. Because it shouldn't sound awesome, but it does. It's just the way it goes. We have to run also. Have a great weekend all. Thanks, Danno. You're welcome, man. Thank you. Thank you for joining. You guys have a great weekend. Keep on keeping on. Oh, it's awesome. And I'm finally caught up. Thanks for slowing down, guys. Oh, boy, that coffee's good. Got the Dunkin' Donuts tonight. I am fully wired. I was kind of surprised with the way, because I know I had said in a video a couple days ago, I was talking about the open mic or the open camera app on your phone. Okay, now I don't know how many of you have used it. I gotta say that it's not that good. I kind of made it out. The only reason why I think I was kind of vouching for that app is because I thought with my microphone, I wasn't going to have a choice. And I basically stumbled onto how I finally got it to work on the phone. And oh man, it was like a big sack of potatoes thrown off my shoulders, big weight off my shoulders. And I was like, because man, this is going to stink at Disney World. If I got to use this app, one thing, it's going to constantly be using my data for one, which I'm hoping that this unlimited data plan that I'm about to go on works. I've heard mixed things about unlimited data plans. Do any of you guys have unlimited data on your phone? Because I might have a couple questions. And I guess, yeah, we'll probably get into some Loki stuff here. Because I know Barry's been waiting. Kang! Oh, I'm excited. I am so excited. I was glad that Marvel finally answered. And they've answered a lot over the years, but I kind of feel like Endgame was kind of the end for all. Like, it basically was. But the last episode of the Loki series gave us our new enemy that is going to be the future enemy for Marvel movies to come. And I was pretty excited about that. Let's see here. There we go. All right. I haven't lost anybody, have I? Jess, leave a comment on here. Maybe too, because I turn this slow thing on just so I don't get bombarded. It says live. Jason is still here. Thank you. Jess is probably asleep. Oh, there she is. All right. Cool. Barry, you still here? Oh. So this is really the way things ended, you know, where things are headed now. Absolutely. And that was kind of the one thing. Jason Strong, have you been to Disneyland? Yes, I have. Yes, I love it. Zippity doo dah. Furman is here. Yes, he fell asleep with all that talk there, I guess. Oh, am I that boring? Yeah, I do know the way. What was really cool was that, yeah, the alligator Loki was awesome, and I that's what I liked. It's like they were really hyping up this Doctor Strange multiverse movie, right? Now they're saying different Spider-Mans and all this other stuff. It's like, at what point do we start? Because they're making this sound like it's going to be the next Avengers movie, and I think in part it might be. They're just tying it with Doctor Strange because, you know, I guess he's going to be maybe the next mentor or Iron Man type, which I don't know how much I agree with that, but, you know, we'll see where it goes. But I do like the guy they got to play Kang. I think that is incredible. He's a great actor. And I really love the way the show ended. So if you haven't seen Loki, the series, and if you are planning on watching it, there might be a few spoilers thrown out in here. Nothing that I'm sure that you haven't seen online. I'm not going to go deep into everything that happened in the last episode. Anything that we seemingly talk about here about the last episode really isn't much other than there is a big reveal of the enemy. You know, so if you're not wanting to talk about that at all or know about it, you should get Disney Plus and watch it. It's been out since Wednesday. Furman says, sorry, was getting a Trapper Keeper together for Kathy. We are making and list and check it twice to make sure we pack everything nice. Yeah, don't forget your magic bands. Right, Jess? Don't forget the magic bands. Halfway to Disney and realize we don't have our tickets. Barry says, have you watched Lovecraft Country? That actor that is Kang is in it too. Oh, no, I haven't. I forget that. Isn't that Is it Jason Thomas? Is that the guy's name? Not Jason Thomas. It's okay though, guys. She's already packed our Disney Magic Bands. They're sitting right there. Have you been to Disneyland, Jason? Disneyland's pretty incredible. I'm more of a fan of Disney World, but I do love Disneyland. Furman is already ready. Jessica says, what good is money if you don't spend it? Absolutely. Hey, you got to live. We don't live to work. We work to live. Disneyland's awesome. I'm actually glad somebody brought that up. Where are you from, Jason? Are you from California? Not UP Fam 5. Jason Strong up here. What I loved about Disneyland was the history. I've always kind of been, and Jess, which is surprising we haven't been out there together, but the history, you walk into Disneyland and it's like you feel like you're in the 50s still. Like, obviously things have changed. There's new things. They have a Galaxy's Edge too. A lot of stuff is really awesome. But it has that old vintage look. Sleeping Beauty Castle at Disneyland kind of looks like a big toy. It's not as epic as like Cinderella Castle or something. But it's really cool how they have it set up out there. Like, one thing I like about Disneyland better than Disney World is the rides are back to back to back. It's like you got the castle, then ride all the way around the park. Disney World, you've got to walk a mile to pretty much everything. Not a mile, but I mean, it's like it's set up sort of in that way. But it's like once you get out to a certain point, you do have to kind of backtrack and then walk all the way around over here and over here and over here. It is a lot of walking at Disney World, no doubt. Disneyland, you could walk around the entire park, like around the circle, in probably 20 minutes. It's that quick. And that's riding a ride or two. Jason says, never been to, or yeah. Jason Strong says, yes, one time. I think all Disney fans should go one time at least. I completely agree. If you're a Disney fan, you got to go to Disneyland. Disney World, it's like the first time I went to Disney World was with Jess. And I had only been to Disneyland. And I was so amazed by Disneyland that I couldn't imagine there'd be a place better. And then when we got to Disney World, it was just like I got lost in the magic and the craziness. I mean, it was like Disney City, and Orlando in general is just an amazing tourist attraction area. Universal, SeaWorld, Legoland. I mean, you got just every kind of amusement park you could possibly imagine in that area. And plus Disney World with the 4 parks, it was just so massive. And I was like, you know what? I still love Disneyland, but Disney World's amazing. Furman says, we are planning a Disneyland trip maybe next year if we do not do a Disney cruise. I would go to Disneyland before I do a Disney cruise. Have you ever been to Disneyland, Dave? Or has Kathy been? When you went to Disneyland, did you go to Universal Hollywood too? Yes, I did. And that was awesome too. That was back when they had the Terminator 3D ride. Man, that was incredible. It was just so awesome. It was like an amazing 3D show. And mind you, it was a long time ago. So 3D shows, that was kind of Universal's thing. They started that with the Terminator and some of the different rides. Disney had one too that was brand new at the time. It was Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. And that was cool. It was really awesome. But Terminator 3D, Nothing beat that. I mean, to this day, that's probably the best 3D I've ever seen. And they closed it. I guess because of the times, just different. They want something different. Transformers. I don't know. Okay, wait a minute. That was the coolest one in California. Now, when we went, if any of you guys been to Universal Studios in Florida, that Transformers ride, boy, that is amazing. And the Spider-Man, they're kind of both a little the same. Transformers looks a little more realistic, but Spider-Man's awesome too. Dave says, nope, not yet. I did Terminator 3D at Orlando. Love Terminator 3D. Yes, it was incredible. Like, you got the actor comes out like Schwarzenegger, and then they're like in the screen, and then you got that big spider thing that like reaches out at you, and they got the spray and feels like ice in there. And oh man, it was incredible. Kathy with an update. Reds winning 4-1. My heart is always at Disneyland. I guess because first park I ever went at. Yes. And I gotta say, there is still part of me that feels that same way. I think if I'd have went to Disney World first, that would have probably been that way. But Disneyland, there was just so many memories. And I've been to Disney World a lot more. I've only been to Disneyland once. So it's, when you have those older memories that your brain just has to hold on to because you're not going to get to do it as much, that kind of makes it a little more precious. Barry says, yeah, Transformers is epic. What do you think about Fast and Furious? I haven't rode it. When we went to Universal in Florida, I'll tell you in a second. Did you get to ride Twister, ride it out? No. I don't know if it's still there either. I know Fast and Furious is still there, and I'd like to ride that. But the last time me and Jess went to Universal, we had a 2-day ticket for Universal and Islands of Adventure. And it was like we went through both parks in one day, but there was only so much we could do. We took whatever lines were less. Basically couldn't ride anything in Hogwarts or, Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Twister is cool even though you just stand there. I bet that's based off the movie Twister, right? I bet Jess would like that. That's her favorite movie. That'd be cool, though. Furman says, I haven't been on the Fast and Furious, but seen videos of it. Not a fan. If I miss it, I miss it. No biggie. Well, you guys aren't going to Universal, right? You're just going to Disney. I want to do Skull Island. That was the one I wanted to do last time, and it was like an hour and something wait. So we're doing King Kong there, Jess. Jess says 1 day, both parks, not 2 day. Oh, did I say that? No, yeah, it was 1 day. 1 day, yeah, we had 1 day at Universal and did 2 parks. So it was a little crazy. And that's including watching all the Mardi Gras stuff, which that was awesome. That was great with all the Southern Louisiana foods and stuff, the gumbo, the andouille sausage, red beans and rice. Man. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Dave says Twister was awesome. Kathy says Nick got hit. Nick Castellanos, I guess, got hit in the hand, but the dirty cheating Brewers pitcher and is out for the game now. I hope and pray it's not serious. Man, no kidding. Yeah, them dirty Brewers. Barry says, yeah, it was cool. It's not there anymore. E.T. is still there. Yes, we did ride E.T. Got to ride E.T. That ride ain't going nowhere. Of course, I don't know. I thought Splash Mountain wouldn't be going anywhere either. And, you see where that's going. I don't know. The whole Splash Mountain thing, it's just weird to me because that's kind of the iconic Disney music, and that's what makes it weird. And it's like, are you going to take out the music? Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. You're going to get rid of that? Because, I mean, that's what they sing to you when they open the floodgates at Disney World, So I don't know. I guess I'm whistling that all the way down on the drive. It really upsets Jess after about 3.5 hours of it, But E.T. is definitely Universal's golden gem. The new Hagrid's ride is awesome. I know, yeah. I want to ride it. I want to ride Velocicoaster. Velocicoaster. I can't wait for that. Barry says it's not there anymore. Oh, the Twister. Yeah. Sorry, typing in the dark. LOL. Barry Road, Fast and Furious, not good at all. Skull Island is awesome. No, that's cool. Yeah, that's good to know. I don't know anything because Fast and the Furious is just another 3D thing, right? I'll have to check it out. Like, isn't it similar to like the Jimmy Fallon ride, which I really had no care to ride? I don't know. I did end up, when we were there, I was like, when it was getting toward the end, and we were like, well, parks are closed, and I was like, I'm riding Transformers one more time. And that was basically a walk-on. Like, I couldn't believe it. It's like, if that ride was at Disney, you'd be waiting 2.5 hours for Transformers. I walked right on that ride. And I can't wait to ride Skull Island. That does look cool. I love King Kong. I like that. You guys see that Kong versus Godzilla? I thought that was really good. I was like, man, I wish I'd have saw this at the big screen. Of course, I don't think we could at the time, but that would have been a good one. It was a good story too. It was the first thing you think of when you're about to watch a movie like this is just get ready for the fighting because the story's gonna suck. I thought it was really good. The way they put it together, the reasoning why Godzilla was coming after King Kong. I thought that was really neat. Kathy says, I meant hit by the dirty pitcher. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. It'll be all right. Furman says, just Disney Universal, Disney next year, and either Disneyland or Disney Cruise with the next year. Since Kathy got to keep her job and benefits. Yes, that is awesome. That was the first thing I thought of for you guys. I was like, you know what? So she can move to the other store. You guys can still go on your trips and save a little bit of money. Barry says, as long as Spielberg is directing movies, E.T., the ride is safe. Yeah, that ride's safe anyway. That ride ain't going nowhere. Furman says, Jess, I see you got your Aladdin Stitch. We got both of ours. Yep, got it this week. Yep, there he is. Sitting proud. Oh, I guess we're going to have to someday try and find the Stitch. I think it was which one are you missing, Jess? One of the Stitches. We didn't get one of them. Barry says, oh my goodness. Excuse me. Barry says, save Fast and the Furious after you have rode all the ones you want to. I got you. If there's anybody I trust about rides or anything on Barry, you're the one, buddy. I will leave that one off the list. There is one that I didn't think that I wanted to ride, and now I know I do, is the Mummy. The Mummy actually looks really good. I saw a POV video on it the other day. I'm like, this ride looks pretty awesome. And that's the funny thing about Universal Studios is you don't really, a lot of the rides you can't see. Most of them are like built-in doors to kind of give it that, I don't know, that studio look, so you just got to kind of like walk around. We were like stumbling on rides and we're like, well, this says kind of like the Mummy. It's like, it says the Mummy and everything, but it's like, where's the ride? It's like a roller coaster in there. I didn't know that. Kathy says, sorry, I will not vent about the game anymore. This is not the place for it. LOL. I would I would love a Disney cruise, but they are so expensive, can't afford it. Yeah, I know. Disney cruises are ridiculous. I don't think that that's worth it at all either. I would rather go on Royal Caribbean. It seems like a way better deal. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would love to do a Disney cruise, but yeah, it's like you guys just charge way too much money. I can't afford that. I could go on 3 Royal Caribbean cruises before I do a Disney cruise. Forget that. No thanks. And I would definitely choose Disneyland over a Disney cruise, Dave, because you're a Disney fan. You need to get out to Disneyland. And I'm surprised Jess hasn't made more of an effort for us to get out there, really. I'll just blame her. Says, nope, waiting for Kenobi and Mandalorian Season 3 and the Book of Fett. Yes, I'm looking forward to every one of those. I don't know when Kenobi's coming out. That's probably going to be a couple years. Jason Strong says Universal Express passes are awesome. I went spring break for 2 days and rode everything but Hagrid's in 15 minutes max. Hagrid's was 2-hour wait. That's awesome. And that may be something we consider. Now, we have Universal passes now. So I'm hoping that if we're to do something like that, maybe we'll get a little bit of a discount. But I don't know. We're happy to just be there, though. But I would like to be able to ride a lot of stuff because I know Hagrid's, yeah, it gets 2-hour wait or better. All those Harry Potter rides get really long. I'm riding something, though. I don't care. I'd like to ride that one inside the castle. Just says Pinocchio. Oh, Pinocchio Stitch. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got to find the Pinocchio Stitch. There's got to be one around somewhere. Dave says the Mummy is cool. Oh, you wrote it? Yeah, it looks cool. Jess, I ain't going on any boat. Don't care who driving it. Yeah. Yeah, Jess won't go on any cruise, so it doesn't really matter. I'd have to go by myself. Just kidding. Kathy says, me too, Danno. Barry Mummy is great. I rode it like 3 times the last time I was there. Do you and Jessica like to ride water rides like Ripsaw Falls? You know, I would love to ride that, but it does. That ride looks like you're just going to get drenched from head to toe. Like there is not one part of that water ride you're going to come out dry, which is fine if I know it ahead of time. I've seen people go on that thing and it's like they look like drowned rats. I mean, that's like Splash Mountain on crack. Looks fun though. I'd like to ride it. I'd like to ride the Popeye one too. The like the tube boat ride. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more stuff at Universal this trip. And we got a really good deal on our Disney tickets, so we're going to be Disney probably a lot more than Universal, but we are going back either in the spring or early summer of next year, and we're planning an entire Universal trip, which we'll probably go to Disney for a day or two, but I'd like to just go and maybe do a resort at Universal. Some of their resorts are pretty awesome. The way our passes work is we don't have the Volcano Bay, which I'm trying to decide whether it's worth it adding that to our pass in the future. I don't know if we can add that after our next time. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Volcano Bay looks pretty awesome though for water park. Jess says, I think Ripsaw was closed last time we were there, but I'd do it. Yeah, she would. Jess says, Express is ridiculously expensive. Well, I don't know. How much did he say it was? Oh, he didn't. How much is it? How much is the express pass? I mean, I know that's something that we're probably not going to do on this trip, but for future notice. Barry says, have you rode Build Rat Burgers, the Popeye and Bluto water ride? No. Nope. We, you know, it'd probably be easier for me to tell you the rides we did ride. We did the first thing we did. I remember we rode that Shrek 3D, and I was like, "This is kind of silly." Just liked it, but I was like, you know, I hope they got better 3D than this. That's what was going on in my head. And then I rode Transformers. And then we pretty much walked around Hogwarts for a while, and then we did the train, and then we walked around the other side of Hogwarts. It was really hot, and there was a lot of people, so it was really hard to get that going or to do stuff in Harry Potter land. And then we went around, we rode Jurassic Park water ride. That was awesome. We went to Marvel Land, and then I rode Spider-Man and took my photo with Scott Summers and Logan. That was pretty awesome. It's like, yeah, here's my Mickey Mouse. Wolverine looked over and he's like, you want a picture, bub? You want a picture? Come on. I yelled out, hey, Scott. And he's like, shh, it's Cyclops. It's nice that they were in character. Kicking in Country Vlogs. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? He's got a cool channel, too. You've been cranking out the videos lately. Check out Country Vlogs. Everybody check out each other's channels here. You guys, everybody's got great channels on our channel. Both those water rides will get you extremely wet. Yeah, I know. Like I've heard like you should probably get a locker. Like I'll wear like an undershirt or something. Cause yeah, I don't mind if my shirt gets soaked or my shorts or whatever, as long as my socks don't. Like I'll just wear like sandals or something and then take my shoes out of the locker and like, cause yeah, you don't want to be walking around in wet socks all day. Barry says, my wife loved Volcano Bay, said it was the highlight of her trip due to the heat. Oh, I bet. I really want to, you know, and it's like the closer we get to it here, it's like, man, I'm just like, I've even considered doing a water park either because Disney water parks, they're actually a little cheaper, I think. And I don't know. We're probably going to do one of them. Kicking a Country Vlog says, hello, Jess. Jess says, hey, this is Mrs. Adventures. Yes, it is. Jess takes over. Jess says like 200 or something like that a person. 200 per person for the Fast Pass at Universal? Yeah, no thanks. I mean, that's cool. You can get to the front of the line, but yeah, no. Can't spend that kind of money. Not with the money we're already, you know, if we were going down there for a few days, even though that's still a little crazy to spend, that'd be different because you'd want to ride everything. We're going down there for a couple weeks, so we'll get to do pretty much anything we want. Barry's signing off, guys. Hope you all have a great weekend. You too, man. You too, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Furman says, bye, Barry. Have a great weekend and better week. Yeah, man. So what are you guys staying down at Disney World a week, Dave? Stay at Universal Studios and get the Universal Fast Pass for free. Is that going on still? Country Vlogs, all right, Danno. I was going to ask about her tooth, but wanted to make sure it was the same Jess. Yes, it is. She's doing fine, man. Doing a lot better. At least I think she is. Thank you for asking, though, man. We appreciate all you guys. You guys have nothing but always kind words, and you guys leave us great comments. It really, really highlights our day. Sometimes, you know, I ask Jess sometimes, I'm like, you read the comments, right? Because she can read all the comments and respond and do all that stuff too. And And she does. And it's like some of your guys' comments are really touching, and we read and try to get back to every one of you guys. And we really appreciate all your positive responses and everything. And it really, really makes our day. And, we thank you all so much for that. All things Andrew, I am in the rain. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, it's pretty much raining all over the country. Oh, Furman says Sunday through Friday. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I think you told me that before. That's awesome, man. Do some Facebook Lives too. Get them out there quick. You could also, if you want, and I may talk to you about this later, you could do a YouTube Live and run it through StreamYard. That's an idea. That'd be pretty cool, really. And that'd be another video that you can put up, and they're easy to put up after that because they pretty much go up automatically. Now, the YouTube Lives take a little while to load, as far as like a video. Like for right now, obviously this is the live stream, live time, but this video will be up tomorrow, probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So if people want to rewatch it with the chat, like you can watch it whenever, but if you want to watch it with the chat, because YouTube has to do the, make sure the comments are legit and nothing stupid in here, but yeah, that'd be cool. Just, you can do StreamYard on your phone. That's how we did it up at Kings Island when we stayed at the Hilton up there. I was using StreamYard through my phone. It's pretty easy to do. It says we looked into it back in April. Just says only at the deluxe ones that are like $400 a night. Ugh. All with the fast passes for the universal ones. I knew there was some kind of catch. It's always a catch. Always. Just says tooth is good. Temporary crown feels super weird, but doing great. Furman says at least it was in April and don't know if they are now with it being high season. Yeah. Andrew says, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Dave says, I might do that. I do have a reservation at Savi's again. At Savi's? I thought you already built a lightsaber. You want another one, huh? Oh, that'd be awesome. Country Blog says, we finally had an evening without rain. Just have got back from fly fishing. That's awesome. Hey, I loved your video. That was your wife, right? Who caught the fish, the trout at the end of the video. Man, that was a pretty looking fish. It had purple in it and everything. Beautiful. And that fly fishing's cool, man. I've had buddies that have done fly fishing, but I've never done it myself. I look really cool. I'm gonna have to try it sometime. Jason Strong says you only get Universal Express passes if you stay at one of the 3 premier Universal hotels. You can stay one night and get 2 days of Express passes. That's interesting. Well, that would make it worth it then. Yeah, that's awesome. Appreciate that. I forget which premiere. I was like, originally I was really wanting to stay at the Hard Rock Universal Hotel. But since then, like, I don't know, like I've watched a couple videos on it. I'm like, there are hotels that are the same price as this that are a lot cooler. I mean, I love my rock and roll, and I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot better on that hotel than they did. Country Vlog says, I'm going to use StreamYard Sunday at 9 p.m. if you want to join the panel, Danno. I might. Yeah, I might. Let me see what's going on. I'll get back to you on that, man. Sunday at 9 is kind of my wind down anyway, so I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 Monday morning. So I'll get in touch with you. Do you got your email on your channel? Or you can send me an email and I'll just email you back. No, that'd be fun. I'll send you an email after the show here, man, and we'll chat about it for a second. Let me make sure I can do it first, but I'd love to. That sounds like a lot of fun. Dave says building another saber. Going dark side, are you? It's funny, they got so many colors for all the, Jedis, and then there's basically just one. Well, two, I guess, if you're counting the black saber. But it's pretty much red and black. There were Sith that used purple lightsabers. I don't know the names or anything. I just remember back in the comics there was a couple that used dark purple lightsabers. That's what originally, when the prequels came out, I thought Mace Windu, I thought he was actually a Sith because he had a purple lightsaber. But he wasn't. He should have been. He would have been a cooler Sith. He'd have been a bad mother. Yeah. I'm not going to finish that. Family friendly. What it says on the wallet. If anybody catches that reference. Kicking a Country Vlog says, yeah, she spanked that trip. Just glad to hear you're feeling better. If for some reason in September you can't go, I'll take your place. Oh, let me tell you something. There ain't nothing that's going to stop her from going to Disney World. Actually, you know what? Knock on wood, but pretty much nothing. Just says, LOL, nothing, and I mean nothing would keep me from the trip. Yeah, I mean, if she had to go on a skateboard behind the car like Marty McFly, she would do it. Kendrick Law says, sounds good. I kind of figured that, Jess. Dave Furman, Darth Revan was the Jedi that turned Sith that turns back to the Jedi. Darth Revan. Very good, sir. Very good. You do know your Jedi lore. And actually, did you ever... The saber I am going to build is going to look like a Jedi Temple guard's saber. Oh, that's cool. I'm not real big on the yellow, but yeah, I like the hilt. The hilt's cool. Do they have the pieces? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they got it all. I don't know. Like if I was gonna do it, I would either, like you did, the first one you got was Luke's, right? Like kind of Luke style. That's what I would get. I mean, I would get the green, the basic Luke's Return of the Jedi lightsaber. That's what I would get. Now, yeah. It would either be that or I would get a Sith saber and create it myself, because I kind of feel like if you're going to create something out of the dark side, it's got to come from the darkness inside your heart. So rise. But it's only a single blade, not a double. Kinda. Yeah. Well, and that was going to be my next question, but I didn't really like. Do they even do the double blades at Savi's? Because I was kind of curious about like a Darth Maul type saber. Does it cost more? I don't even think they're only single blades, right? You'd probably have to order that online or something. Because I have seen a Darth Maul lightsaber like that, but I've only seen it online. I've never seen anything like even the ones that the Darth Maul character uses at Disney World's plastic. All right, Jason. Have a good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. Say hi to the fam. The P-Fam 5. Country Vlog says, "What's up, Andrew?" All right, guys, we're gonna go for about 5 more minutes here. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm exhausted, B. We've been on for almost 2 hours already. Last week, I don't know how we were on here for 3 hours. Lots of great conversation. You guys are awesome. Furman says, "No, only at Doc Ondar's you can get the mall double saber, but you have to buy both at $200 each." Both. Oh, so it'd be like $400. Sure, man. Sign me up. I wouldn't want a double bladed lightsaber. First of all, I'm not that tall. It's like I'd break that thing in a minute because I'd be trying to spin it like crazy. I can actually, I don't know if you guys saw my little Star Wars video. It's been a while, but I actually start that video off. I forget which one it is. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll. It's got very quiet. I forget which video that is. I'll have to look it up. I'll plug it into this stream later on, but I actually have a video where I start the video off and I am just going at it with this lightsaber. I can actually move it around pretty decent. And it worked out really good. It's just an opening for a video. But it was a really cool, like Darth Maul looking twirl. All the lights are out. All you see is the lightsaber. I'll try and find that video and I'll put it in here. I've done like 250 videos. I can't believe I've done that many. I don't even. It's crazy. Country Vlog says, "Well, have you figured out what you're gonna give me when you hit 100,000 subs?" I don't know, man. I have figured out what I'm gonna do. Let me read this real quick. Furman says, "I have it. I dressed up as Maul for the 501st. You have the Darth Maul lightsaber? Like the $400 one?" Hello, just tuned in. I was watching Jeff and Marie. Oh, hey, Sherry. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're having another late night here, apparently. I usually stop in and see their show. You know, if ours goes on for a while, I'll check theirs out later. I usually leave a comment after the live stream. You know, it's funny. You know, we had started because Jeff and Marie were doing the Sunday live for a while, and they still are. And I started doing the Friday, and they added a Friday to their schedule. I think they actually made theirs a little bit later so that, you know, a lot of our friends, because we have a lot of the same friends, you know. But thanks for joining, Sherry. We really appreciate it. I'll be watching them early. I know I might join in with Kicking It Country Vlogs here Sunday night. We'll see how that goes. That'll be at 9:00, I guess. Did you change your intro on today's vlog? It's basically just a more heavy metal version of the intro. I don't know. I wanted to throw it in there just to see how it sounded. You're like the third or fourth. You know, some of these things, it's like, I wonder if people even notice, you know, and yeah, people notice. I've had a few comments on that already. Did you like it? It's basically, I just played it on the electric instead of the acoustic just to see how it sounded. I don't know. I was excited for it. Furman says, "Yeah, and costume." Oh, that's awesome. You need to send me a picture of that. Dave says it's the first one that came out a couple of years. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there's been a bunch floating around. So you didn't pay $400 for it, right? Probably got a better deal than Disney. Country Vlogs, I noticed, but I liked it. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I probably shorten it. It was kind of extended a little bit. There wasn't really much I could do about it. Sherry says, I watch one person on the TV and another one on my phone, but I have to switch up to chat. Oh, yeah, I know the feeling. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, though. Dave says, no, you don't want to send me a picture? Or no, you didn't pay $400. Oh. Well, Sherry, I appreciate you coming in. I think we're going to end it here in just a couple minutes. We've been on a couple hours, and my ears are starting to heat up here. And I'm getting a little hungry. Shar says, bye, Dan. This old lady is tired. See you, Shar. Have a good night. I got you, Dave. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Scott Hensley. Hey, Danno, Dayton here. Hey, buddy. How are you, man? I appreciate you guys coming on. We're getting ready to jump off here, though. It's been 2 hours, and I'm fading pretty quick. Sherry says, are you going to the Balloon Festival this year? We went to the one out at Coney Island. I don't know if you saw our video on that. Yeah, we're not going to the one out in Dayton, I don't think. Is that Dayton? I don't know. Is that this weekend? I know somebody was saying that. I think we're going to be doing the Grand Carnival at Kings Island tomorrow. We'll probably be up there. I think it starts at 5 o'clock, so we'll be up there somewhere around there. How you been, Scott? You doing all right, buddy? I know. I'm actually thinking about starting. I don't know yet, and I'll let you guys know way ahead of time. But I'm thinking about starting the chat later on Fridays, like maybe like 8 or 8:30, because I know a lot of people start coming in at 9, and I'd like to be able to hang out with you guys. But man, it's like last week I was on here for 3 hours. Oh. See, here's another one. Hey, Josie. Is that Josie? Joy Bless Life. Hi, Adventures with Danno. Sherry A's Kicking the Country Vlogs. Hello, everybody. Scott is kicking, brother. Me too, man. Oh, he's kicking, Lou. Justin Danno. Have a good one, and Danno, holler at me when you get a chance. I will, buddy. I will. You got your email on your channel? I'll shoot you an email or something, or I'll leave a comment on your channel somewhere. Scott says I'm late, missed most of the chat. It's no, man. Don't. I'm happy you came in. I'm sorry that we're going to be wrapping it up here, but I think I am going to start the live show later. I think I'm going to start at about 8:30 from now on. I'll let you guys know. I'll put it in the notifications, like when we do the live show. When I put the live show reminder up on Friday, I'll put the time in there so you guys know. But me and Jess have actually talked about this. It's like, 7 o'clock just seems a little early on a Friday night for everybody. And the more and more we do this, we do have a lot more people come in after 9 o'clock. So it'd be nice to maybe go from like 8:30 to 10 or something, or 8 to 9:30. We'll figure that out, though, because I know, it's Friday night. I know you guys got stuff to do and everything. I appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see here. Sherry says, I love to watch your videos. I will try to join the chat earlier next time. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. Like I said, and we may change it up. We may make it a little later because it seems like that's easier for everybody. And we do this for you guys. We do the live show for you guys. And that's what it's all about, hanging out with you guys, if you ain't doing nothing on a Friday night. And it just seems like it might be better for us to where we get more people in here later. So, yeah, we may start doing 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there. Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll put it up here for you. Oh, here we are. Country Law says, what's up? Joy Bless Life. Sherry says, hello, Joy Bless Life. Did you ever get up any videos, Joy? This is Josie, right? Kicking It Country Vlogs. Been planning Thanksgiving? That sounds cool. I love Thanksgiving. Scott says, Danno, catch you next time, brother. See you, Scott. Have a good night, man. Who was talking about was that you, Sherry, talking about the balloon show? We've got stuff going on like every weekend, pretty much up until we leave for Florida in September. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I'd love to go to another balloon show. We did just do the one at Coney Island. But they're awesome. I love hot air balloons. I'd like to actually go up in one. Joy, we are having Thanksgiving with friends near Gatlinburg. Oh, that's fine. That's cool. Sounds like a good time. Country Vlogs is back on. Says, Joy, you guys must be planning the meetup of all meetups. That's what I was thinking. Like, this must be the best Thanksgiving of all time. Sherry says, I watched your balloon show. Loved it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Jessica she loves hot air balloons. I do too. But that was more for her. Like, she absolutely loves them. And they're fun. They're fun to just watch how it works and how they do it all, and watching them get blown up. It's a good time. Joy says, we live in Sevierville, Tennessee. Well, that's a good place to live. Sometimes I wish we lived there. Be right down the street from one of our favorite places. There's so much to do in Gatlinburg and Tennessee and just everywhere down there. Have you guys rode the new Skyfly ride down at the island there in Pigeon Forge? I know it looks real cool. Fortunately, I don't with the way the hotels and everything are down there right now. I just don't think we're going to be able to afford it to get down there, because we were looking to stay for like one day, and it's like, I'm not going to spend like $400 for us to go down there for one day. Country Vlog says, that's why I just married him. Man full of hot air. Oh, that's funny. So true. Where do we live? We live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati. Sometimes I feel like we live in the Smokies or Orlando or some of the places we travel all year long. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to do in Cincinnati. All kinds of stuff. People should be planning vacations here. Cheap hotels, cheap theme parks, #1 zoo in the country, art museums like you wouldn't believe. Union Terminal with the Natural History Museum, the trains, everything. I mean, Cincinnati, it does not get enough. It just doesn't get enough advertising, but there is a lot of cool stuff to do around here. And up until we really started the YouTube channel, I never really thought about it, because, when you live here, and I'm sure like a lot of people who live in these areas and stuff, they don't look at it as like vacationing stuff, because they are, you live there and you do this stuff all the time. You don't really look at it as vacation. You look like it as an average day. Kings Island is becoming probably one of the biggest theme parks for roller coasters next to Cedar Point. Coincidentally, they are owned by the same place, Cedar Fairs. But a lot of this stuff, like our normal vlogs that we've been doing, really been taking off, because a lot of people have been moving to Cincinnati for cheaper rent, cheaper housing. And there's a lot of stuff to do here. I mean, a lot. We got, I won't, I was going on and on again. I was trying to finish it up, but that's okay. I'll stay on for you guys. I can't, Dave. Well, I can, I guess. I just got to turn it on. That's one thing. If you're using an external mic through your computer, you should turn your cell phone off. I figured that out. But I'll turn it on for a minute. Joy says, I have not rode the new ride yet. I have a friend who lives there, Adventures with Danno. In Cincinnati? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm running into people not every day, but pretty much all the time who know us from the channel around here. They're like, aren't you that guy that does the Smoky Mountains or the Disney videos or the stuff in Cincinnati? And I'm like, man, I guess it's really getting out there. Sweet. I always, and I always take the time, because we do actually have fans that come up to us and, they want to talk with us and, and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's really fun meeting people. And we have a great time. If you happen to ever run into us, don't, I've had some people say, oh, we didn't want to bother you anything. You were filming. Like, I don't care. Go ahead, bother us. We don't care at all. I can stop recording and chat with you guys for a minute. If I had a couple different people from Kings Island that said that to me, they were like, well, we didn't want to bother you. It's like, don't worry about it. Next time you see us, just come up to us. Yeah, don't jump in front of me or anything, but or I don't even care. Do what you want. We're friendly people, we're very laid back but outgoing people, we don't mind at all. Sherry says, I lived in Middle Tennessee, but we'll be coming through Ohio on our way to Michigan next month. That's awesome. Give us a big hello. That's a bit of a drive. I got a friend that lives up in Michigan. Joy says, to live in a vacation spot is fun. Absolutely. I love Cincinnati. I do. Like, we've thought, we've always toyed around the idea of, moving to a resort type area. Like, we would love to move to Orlando, but the one thing that holds us back is our friends, our family. It'd be very hard for us to move away from our family because we are very family. We're family people, so. Did you send me something here, Dave? Oh, I see it. Oh, that's great. That's good, man. You did a good job. Darth Dave. You want me to show it on here? Yes. There's Furman in his Darth Maul makeup. That's great, man. That's really good. Did you do that yourself? Did your wife do it? That's a really good job. Furman says, Ohio is the coaster capital of the world. We have the most roller coasters in the state. Yes, that is a fact. Country Vlog says, catch y'all next time. See you, buddy. Have a good night, man. Yes, I will get in touch with you about that. That sounds like fun, though. You can pretty much sign me up. Furman says, see you kicking it. Says, have a good weekend. Country Vlogs, you too, Furman. Sherry says, I want to visit Jungle Gyms. So you've heard of Jungle Gyms. Yes, it is an amazing place. Absolutely amazing. Actually, me and Jess are planning to do a video at Jungle Gyms. Not sure which one we're going to do. There's two of them now. There's one out on the east side of town, and then there's one up in Fairfield, which is the one that you probably want to go to if you're going to Michigan, because it's off of 75, so you wouldn't have to go all the way around to the other one. Plus, the one off 75 is the original one. It's really cool. You could spend a whole day in there. It's amazing. All kinds of international foods, American food, any food you can think of. What is it? House of 1,000 hot sauces, or whatever they call it. I don't know. It's an amazing place, though. I haven't actually been to Jungle Gyms in a long time, and Jess actually brought up we should do a video there, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we should. It's an amazing place. Maybe we can get that video out before you get up here, and then you can check out what it's like. There's some cool stuff in there, though, like with some animatronics and stuff, funny, really funny things. So, as much, I don't want to say don't watch the video, but, as long as you don't mind surprises, because there are a lot of cool things up there that are surprising. Can you tell I'm getting tired? Dave says Jungle Gyms is awesome. Yes, it is. We love it. I love it. It's great. Joy says I want to visit Jungle Gyms too. Yes, everybody at one point in their life needs to check out Jungle Gyms. It's a Cincinnati icon. It's huge. It's a big place. You could spend all day in there. Never will you find a place that has like 40 different kinds of olives. I've never gotten anything bad from there either. I bought some weird stuff that you wouldn't think, like Japanese potato chips made with, I don't know, something funny. Just, I've never had anything bad. It's all good. Yeah, I know, Dave. I mentioned that. One on the east side. Brain says, sorry I missed the live, Danno. Have a good weekend. Also going to Kings Island Tuesday. Super excited. Man, have a good time, man. Tuesday is the best time to go to Kings Island. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursdays can be, but I've gone on Thursdays before and it's been super packed. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are your best chances to ride everything. Tuesday preferably. Because Monday's that day where everybody was like, well, I'm off on Mondays, so I'll just skip the weekend crowd and go on Monday. And Mondays tend to be pretty crowded. Sherry says, I think I will check out both Jungle Gyms. Sure. I mean, well, I don't know. Dave says Jungle Gyms had a hot sauce that cost almost $1,000. Yeah, they got a lot of weird stuff. You can check them both out. I'm not really sure how much difference there is. I've never been to the one on the east side. We usually always go to the one in Forest Park, which is north of here. But I know the one on the east side is really nice too. They're pretty much the same place, though. I'm sure they each kind of have different things going on, but it's all based around the same kind of foods and stuff like that. Dave says there is a lot of differences. Oh, well, he would know. He goes to the east side one. You can look it up. Just Google both of them. The original one is on Route 4 in Fairfield, Ohio. And I'm not even sure where the east side is. Dave can put that up here for you. I think it's off of, is it off Beachmont? I don't know. I've never been out there to that one. Too far for me. I'm lazy. Actually, it would be good to do the video on the original and then maybe go out to the east side one and do that video too. Off 32 in Eastgate. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little far. Not too far. Actually, they're both probably the same distance. I just hate going to the east side of town. Traffic just gets ridiculous. Does in Fairfield too, but there's ways that I can get back to my place if the highway's jammed. That's really easy. If the highway's jammed out on the east side, forget it. Take you all day. Eastgate Boulevard. Yeah. Well, guys, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up for the night. I really appreciate you guys joining. It's a lot of fun. I am falling asleep at the wheel here. It's been a long day. It's really hot today. It got up to like 91 degrees, I think. I don't know. But it was very humid. There you go. You put the address up there. Sherry, I appreciate you joining. Braden, thank you. Everybody who joined late. Like I said, we may be moving this We may be moving the live show to a later time. Still be on Fridays, but we may be doing like 8:30 to 10 or 8 to 9 or 8 to 9:30, something like that. But I will let you guys know in the future. So I really appreciate you guys joining. It was a lot of fun. Don't forget to leave us a like. Help push the YouTube channel out there. Like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate all of you. It's been a lot of fun. Have a good night. Sherry, Joy, Dave, thanks for doing the moderation for us. Dave's our new moderator. Let's give him a clap. See you, Danno. If you make it to KI tomorrow, I will see you then. Buddy, we're probably going, so I'll probably see you up there, man. So with all that being said, I am out. And always remember, the adventure is out there. Bye.